It feels very surreal to say, but Project Playtime will play its final match in the next couple of months. The servers for the Poppy Playtime spin-off will go offline at the end of the year, at the very latest. So I thought it would be poignant to ask the most avid players of the game on the Kirbyster Plays community tab and other websites like Reddit to send me your memories and favourite moments of the game so that I could make a proper Project Playtime memorial video, and this is that. Thank you to everyone that submitted something, they were so delightful to read through. Let me show you some of my favourites. On Christmas 2022 I got my first gaming PC, and one of the first games I installed on it was Project Playtime, only about 2 weeks after the game released. I'm going to miss this game so much. This first one is the perfect reason for why this video exists. There is so much nostalgia for this game, and it's only been around for a few years. I have quite a similar story to this one. The laptop that I'm currently using, and the same laptop I've used to edit every video since 2023, I bought for the specific purpose of playing Project Playtime. The laptop I had at the time Project Playtime came out wasn't actually powerful enough to run the game, so I bought another one just because I wanted to play the game that much. 800 hours later, I think I made the right decision. I'm seriously really gonna miss this game. Another message from Isaiah, this one is so lovely. Well, it was a very interesting game, it had potential, but it's endured hardship and hopes of Mob's return for his eternal fight years later. Oh, by the MOBA, the entertainment has returned. What? Only to sever its head, shutting down Project Playtime's life, and now we may say our final goodbyes to Project Playtime. May it rest in faith. Sincerely, Isaiah Eugene Gishi. It was quite surprising that there were just over 1,000 days between the last update to the game and when Mob returned ultimately to announce the game's closure. I understand why they did it, it was always kind of a thought lingering in the back of my mind. It's been almost 3 years since this game had any support, maybe they're going to close it down. I understand why they did it. That doesn't detract from just how upsetting it is. I never played Project Playtime, but I will miss it very much. I couldn't play it because I don't have a computer to play it on. Watching the gameplay on YouTube, I knew that this game might be one of the biggest spin-off games of Poppy Playtime. Goodbye Project Playtime, we will miss you so much. I understand that I'm in the minority when I say that I never stopped playing this game. A lot of people pass judgment very quickly, a lot of people would have stopped playing after only a few days. I wish that so many more people stuck with this game, came back to this game, and it is so sad that that won't even be an option anymore. The game will just be gone. Nothing ever lasts forever. Gaming Riley, you are so correct. Gonna miss this game so darn much, so many memories, so many fun times. Rest in peace Project Playtime. Someone actually replied to this. What are some of your favourite memories? Oh, we can take a read through. That one time when I saved my teammate from Mummy Longlegs instead of boarding the train. There were only 5 minutes left, could have stayed inside the train and we'd win, but he was inside the Huggy pit, guarded by Mummy, so I risked it and I went to get him. I first distracted Mummy, had her run after me, got her lost just in time for me to make a run for it. I immediately pulled my friend out of the pit and we ran towards the train. However, Mummy was already waiting there, so we went the opposite direction and called the other train. It was the theatre map, so it wasn't that far away. Then we stood there quietly as we waited for the train to arrive and we actually made it out. I have a lot more memories about this game, but this one will always be my fave, not gonna lie. That is so lovely, isn't it? That's so fantastic. You were on the train and risked everything to save your friend and also getting the monster that was guarding the You were already on the train and risked everything to save your friend and also get the monster locked and make it to the other train? That is unbelievable. I have a few standout memories. I mean, I will after playing it for as long as I have. This is something that I've actually never said on camera before, but during one match I played, it would have been late 2023. I want to say when Phase 2 was brand new. I was playing as the monster, and just before I was able to defeat a player, I was able to hear a voice for just a few seconds. It sounded like a kid, so I assume it was the person that I just defeated. To this day, I have no idea what that voice was. Maybe it was some server-end development of a voice chat that I just mysteriously encountered early. But the creepiest thing to me was that if I was able to hear them for only a few seconds, how many times have they been able to hear me? Rest in peace, thank you Maxi. I had a ton of fun with so many capitalized words. I had a ton of fun with the first 2 chapters, grinding both toy box passes and everything. And the Project Playtime teaser trailer was so good. Like, I know everyone said chapter 3 of Poppy was when it got good, but I say it was the trailer of Project Playtime that built up chapter 3 being an amazing title. The cinematic trailer of Project Playtime, hands down, is the best thing to come out of the entire franchise. Big words, I know, but it's just a mix of sentimental value and shock value and just everything. The perfect introduction for Boxy Boo, even if they did become the most weak, useless character in their own game. A shame it has to go just like FNAF AR. That's a really good comparison actually, I'd never made that. But I never forgot this game and those 2 characters in particular with the different players' skins and such. FNAF AR, yeah. Wow, I only played that game for a few hours, but I loved so many of the skins in it. They were so amazing. What was that one? Great Escape Golden Freddy. That's what it was called. That looked amazing. Oh, the skins in Project Playtime are just gonna evaporate into the ether when the game goes down. I never even thought of that. And another horror ASIM bites the dust. It's true. I saw this coming millennials away. Do you mean millenniums away? Yeah, a lot of people saw it coming, a lot of people were kind of asking questions about it. After the Project Playtime news drought reached 1,000 days, I made a video where I say the possibility that maybe Project Playtime would be closing down. In the end, yeah, I was right. Oh, Boxy Boo, you will always be my favourite, but dang, this was a good game. I never played it because I needed a new PC. This sucks, RIP Project Playtime. The game was unoptimized. You know, I love the game to death, it's one of my favourites, or at least was. You needed a really good computer to play this game. I had to move from a Lenovo to an MSI Katana just to run the game at a speed of more than half a frame every sometimes. There were so many people that didn't have the PCs to play the game, and were just relying on their favourite YouTubers playing it. But I don't remember a single YouTuber that kept playing the game after like a month. That's how people forget about games like this. This is a lot to take in, I know, right? While I'm cautiously interested in what news they'll have for us, hopefully a remake of this game or something close to it, I'm also just as disappointed being a day one player. It's thanks to this game that I both made some friends in the community, but also found this more enjoyable than Dead by Daylight. Me too. I find this much more aesthetically pleasing, less generic, and yeah, more fun in general than Dead by Daylight. I know that we're in the minority, but I agree. Lastly, this is the only game Boxy's shown up in and is yet to be in a main game. I'm coping, but I really hope they transfer Boxy over to Chapter 6. Otherwise, it's just a waste of a significant character. That is true, and I wish Mob used this as an opportunity to bring Boxy into Chapter 6, leaving the game dead for years and finally pulling the plug. That's just sad that they knowingly left it like that for so long and had fans begging for them to fix it. They better really give the next game some more attention. Project had so much potential, man. It's true, there was so much potential. Yarnaby was made for Project Playtime, PJ Pugapilla was prototyped. I feel bad for people who got to play it and grew attached to it, well that's me. But I genuinely never got to experience it, so I can't really feel the same. I don't have a PC. We ain't never seeing Boxy Boo outside Project Playtime. I mean, he was in the Hour of Joy tape, still it would be great to have him as a threat in the base game. It is true. That is true. This is Rec Room all over again. Yeah, what is happening this year? So unfair that lots of studios do this. If you're able to buy stuff on a game, they shouldn't be able to shut it down retroactively. Stop killing games should be a universal rule, like add a bots mode or something. Put lots of time into this game as well. When it comes to running servers and having a bot mode, it's an idea having CPUs and stuff like that, but it's just as expensive as keeping the game running. I bought almost every skin in this game, put hundreds in for sure. I am just going to have to come to terms with the fact that that money has evaporated, basically. It makes it feel like it was my fault for going all in on this game. Those are all of the messages I'm going to look through in this video. Thank you to everyone for sharing your memories and fun times. If you have any more memories that come to mind, then leave them in the comments. Honestly, I would love to read through them. I'm Kirbyster Plays, thank you for watching, bye bye, bye.